In the last video, we learned how to make a folder and download the files from the email into that folder. What we're going to do in this video is open up ArcGIS and open up those shapefiles from the email in ArcGIS. So the first thing we're going to do is click on this Start menu in Start button in the lower right-hand corner, and brings up the list of programs and apps. We'll click on ArcGIS and select ArcMap 10.7.1. Give that a few seconds to load. And it brings up this splash screen. We're going to go ahead and cancel out of this because we're not going to open up an old one. At this point, we'll go ahead and save this thing. We'll click Save As, and we'll call this February 29th. So just type Feb space 29, click Save, and there's our new file. So the first thing we're going to do is add data. The menus here, you'll see this icon here that looks like a sheet of plywood with a plus sign. We'll click on the little right arrow button right beside it and click Add Data. Now, the first time we go to a folder, we have to connect to that folder so Solar Forest can find it. So we're going to click on the folder with the plus sign, which is called Connect to Folder, and click on the desktop. Scroll down here until we find Forestry 215, which is the file that we made when we saved the files in the previous video. So we'll click OK, and then we'll go to Forestry 215 and click Add. There is our shape file that we downloaded in the previous video. Now you'll notice that you only see one file here because only one of them is a shape file. There's also the project file, the SHX file, and another file that we couldn't open those anyway. So we're just going to click on the shape file and click Add. Now it brings up this map that we made the other day in the class. So let's add some background data. We'll put a base map, which is basically the background behind the actual map. And so we'll go to the arrow, click Add, select Add Base Map, and you see the different things we can add. There's the imagery, there's Microsoft Streets, USA Topo Maps, which would be useful in the mountains. We're going to select Imagery and Add. This takes a few seconds to load because it has a lot of data that it has to add to this thing. And we get an error message because the two coordinate systems are different. This is only a problem if your data that you added is not in the right place on the map. But if you look, you can see the walking trail here, you can see the baseball field, the tennis courts, and here's the community college, and everything appears to be in the right place. So we'll go ahead and click Close. As you can see, you can't see through the shape file. It covers up the imagery that's below it. So we'll double click on it, and we'll click on Fill Color and change Fill Color to No Color. Then the outline color will change to something that we can see. Change the outline width to 2, and you'll see the shapefile outlined over top of the base map aerial photograph. We'll go ahead and click File, Save. It calls it February 29th. And now we can do other things with the data that we've got downloaded.